Live from NBC 25 in Flint, this is Mid-Michigan Now.
Tonight, we're getting a closer look at what Michigan State Police believe helped save lives during a barricaded gunman incident last week in Otisville. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Stella Daskalakis. Mike is off tonight. MSP says without their armored rescue vehicle, troopers and people at the scene would have been struck by bullets. Mid-Michigan Now's Courtney Bennett is here to explain the critical role this equipment plays. Courtney.
Stella, police say 54-year-old James Jennings was accused of domestic assault. Police were called last Thursday, and the situation escalated from there with a series of gunshots. You can see bullet holes on the glass right here. The suspect shot at the vehicle, which then led to police exchanging gunfire with the man, leading to his death.
The shots were definitely aimed directly at the individuals. There was a passenger, a driver of that vehicle, and there was also somebody in the turret.
If this vehicle wasn't at this scene, Michigan State Police Lieutenant Kim Vetter says this could have been a very different story.
This equipment that we are able to purchase with our budget from the Michigan State Police budget allows for safety for our members to be able to effectively stop the threat to the public.
They use these vehicles across the state, allowing the emergency support team members to get to a scene.
We were able to use this equipment quickly and effectively and able to stop the threat to the public.
The suspect in this case is accused of a domestic assault on a former girlfriend. The victim was able to escape, and Vetter says she's recovering from injuries. James Jennings made it known to police he wasn't going to come out of the house.
He did not want to go to jail, and he made several threats toward the police and to others and to himself.
He shot at police, one bullet even going into a home hundreds of feet away, just missing a man. We talked to that man and his wife last week.
I knew from the onset that James was not going to come out of his house. I knew that. What I thought was going to happen, I felt that with his sort of mentality and the way he thinks and the way he feels, he was going to come out, but he was going to be armed. And he was going to force them to shoot him.
He never walked out of the home despite multiple requests from police.
We're very thankful that our troopers are okay, the neighbors okay, and the suspect was able to be stopped from his criminal behavior, and the victim in the original incident will recover from her injuries.
MSP is still investigating. It's their standard protocol for officer-involved shootings to place the troopers involved on leave. Once the investigation is complete, it'll be forwarded to the Attorney General's for review. For now, live in the studio, Courtney Bennett, Mid-Michigan Now.
Police are searching for a suspect after a man is found dead in a vehicle this morning at an apartment building in Flint. Shortly after 8:30 a.m., police responded to reports of a possible shooting at the Savory Village Apartments in the 3900 block of Hammerberg Road. Police found a victim dead inside a vehicle. Anyone with information on this case is urged to contact Flint Police Detective Kyle Brandon at 810-237-6968. Mount Morris City and Township Police Departments are telling residents to lock their vehicles and take their personal possessions inside. Several reports are coming in of cars being broken into or having stolen items overnight in the Angola, Collins Avenue, Estrell Avenue, Elsner, and Nutana Avenue areas. If you know anything, contact the police department. If you see any suspicious people in your area, call 911. More than $20 million worth of cocaine is confiscated at the Blue Water Bridge coming from Port Huron into Canada. On July 23rd, a commercial truck arriving from the U.S. was stopped for a secondary examination at the bridge. Border Services officers found 7 bags containing bricks of suspected cocaine during an inspection of the trailer. The bags weighed more than 400 pounds and had a street value of $24.6 million. 29-year-old Onkar Kalsi of Caledon, Ontario, was arrested. Lawmakers are speaking out about an incident on July 30th. That's when 15 Hmong refugees headed to Detroit for what they believed to be an immigration court hearing and instead were detained. State lawmakers held a news conference in response to the detentions this morning. They're asking for transparency about the situation. One of the men who was detained was Liu Yang, who came to the U.S. as a toddler after Hmong citizens were declared enemies of the state in Laos. In 1997, Yang was arrested as an accomplice in an attempted home invasion. His wife says under the advisement of his public defender, he took a plea deal not knowing it would threaten his immigration status for the rest of his life.
Please help me and our families and the many that are suffering. There are many that has not heard from their loved ones since detainment and being transferred. This is our home. These are our children. This is my husband, and this is our fight. Let him come home. Let our families be whole again. And let America keep its promise.
President Donald Trump explains his aggressive immigration tactics to be focused on the safety of U.S. citizens, saying he wants to deport the worst of the worst and dangerous criminals. People living in Saginaw and Tuscola County now will be able to receive at least one life-saving measure more quickly. Mobile Medical Response is the first ambulance service in the state to be able to give blood transfusions at the scene. As Mid-Michigan Now's Kyle Macon reports, first responders say the new upgrade is vital in giving people a better chance at survival.
I lose the words to come up with how big this is. It's comparable to the 1970s when we started getting defibrillators out in the field.
Noel Wagner is the medical director of the Saginaw-Tuscola Medical Control Authority. He says for the last 2 years, his team has been working to carry blood in ambulances run by the company Mobile Medical Response.
The research has shown that the sooner you can get blood to people that have lost part of their blood, their chances of dying goes down, and we actually need to transfuse less blood.
When an ambulance goes out on scene and responders need blood, they call one of 2 supervisors who bring O-positive blood and begin transfusions. The blood is stored in a high-tech cooler that will keep it cold and warm it back up when needed.
It's designed for austere environments. It'll maintain a temperature control regulation for like 96 hours. It's autonomous. We can do a lot of stuff with it, so it's perfect for the conditions that we have in.
Christopher Manriquez is the operations manager for Saginaw's Mobile Medical Response. He's blown away by the technology and is excited for it to save lives, but the community's help is needed too.
When you donate blood, it stays in the area, it stays in the region that donation happens. So even with the blood that we're currently using, it goes to Grand Rapids to be tested and it gets brought back in this area for us to use.
Those with Saginaw-Tuscola Medical Control Authority say they hope to add more vehicles with blood, but the units cost anywhere from $18,000 to $20,000, so funding could be an issue. Reporting in Saginaw, Kyle Macon, Mid-Michigan Now.
Thanks, Kyle. If you are ready for some fun in the sun, the Shiawassee County Fair is now open for some summer excitement. From a livestock sale to carnival games and mechanical bull rides, the fair is open until Sunday. Today is Kids Day, and guests already are revealing some of their favorite activities.
I'm a big fan of the spinny rides. I'm not a huge tall coaster thingies.
Food. I really like the food.
Last year, Shiawassee County community members didn't see any dairy cows on exhibit because of the bird flu, but this year, the cows are back. 810 Day is part of this weekend, so local McDonald's restaurants are celebrating the day with a special meal deal, that is. Participating McDonald's in Genesee County will offer an exclusive 810 Day meal. Customers will receive a free limited edition Flint t-shirt with the purchase of that meal. The 810 Day meal includes a 4-piece McCrispy strips, large fries, large Vernors, and regular Oreo or M&M's McFlurry. Jamerson Green, the creator of the shirt, hopes it brings the entire 810 community together.
I just want it to be a good time. I want people to get the shirts. I want them to be happy. I want them to feel empowered to like wear the shirt and be like, yo, I'm from Flint and this is our shirt. So that's what I want 810 Day to represent.
Very cool shirt. We have a list of participating restaurants on our website, MidMichiganNow.com.